Okay, we're at our first location here, Palos Verdes Estates here in Los Angeles. And I'm here with Brian Bernard, who is a good friend of mine. He's also an artist and the owner of a fantastic, really funky arts brand called Embrace the Weird. Just got a few questions for you, Brian, before we get going on our vlog today. Can you tell me a little bit about your art, Embrace the Weird, how you came up with the name, and how you would describe your style of artwork?
So I would describe my style, well, I wouldn't necessarily describe it as this, but the world has described it for me, so they've called it weird. And then I looked up the definition of the word weird, and the noun form means a person's destiny. So embrace the weird actually means to embrace your destiny. And I guess my destiny is pretty weird, so I've embraced it. Hence embrace the weird.
And how did you come up with your style? Because I mean, it's a very distinctive style. It's very bright, it's very bold in your face, big, lots of use of shapes and little iconic features. How did you come up with that? I mean, how did you evolve your style?
So my creative style, I think is just an evolution of my life experience. It's taking everything that I've ever been influenced by, inspired by, and things that, you know, smack me in the face from day to day, throwing it all in a blender and then vomiting it out onto whatever medium that I'm working with at the time. You know, like whether that be carving block prints or painting or sculpting, you know, or designing apparel. It's all a reflection of life experience and the weird shit that I've experienced my entire life.
Very cool. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're going to try and capture today in this portrait shoot. We're going to try and bring out Brian's own very unique style in the portraits that we take. That's what we want to try and do. Hopefully we'll do that. You can be the judge. Cheers, Brian. Let's
Cheerio,
get shooting.
Mike. Cheerio. Jim, pip, pip.
Okay, we've just arrived at our first destination here at the Palos Verdes Estates. I'm here with Brian and we're just scouting our first location backdrop. Brian, why don't you just come over here and we'll just decide where we're going to shoot.
All right. Okay. The Cliffs of Doom. The Palos Verdes Cliffs of Doom.
All right. So that looks pretty precarious. I like the look of that. I like the backdrop. That'll provide really nice depth for us. And you have the ocean, Pacific Ocean right there looking awesome.
Putting my keys in case here because you don't necessarily want to shoot.
So what happened to this road here, Brian?
That road collapsed back in the 80s, I think. It used to connect all the way, but this is our post-apocalyptic Cliffs of Doom, Palos Verdes.
Okay, so on that rock could be really good.
What do you think?
It does look a little dangerous, and
I mean,
wouldn't have you do anything that I wouldn't do myself.
I didn't sign a release form, so I get to sue you if I die. All right, so maybe you ready with the camera? I don't know how long I want to be on this one. All right. I got my back.
Brian is doing this out of his own free will, just for the record.
All right. Tell me how to pose, because I'm not a model.
No, that's okay. I don't want it particularly posed.
I know I'm sexy, you know, but
I'd rather you just be yourself, actually. We'll just snap away and see what we get. Excellent. That's it. I like it. Perfect. Yeah, you can't be the old pointy finger.
let's see.
Now, it's quite hard to take good pictures if you're laughing, because obviously you're going to get camera shake.
The old crane kick. I want to wait till you're ready.
And another one of those, please.
Another crane kick.
Yeah. Look at the camera. All right, excellent. I'm looking out for Brian falling off, and I'm actually nearly falling off myself. Very epic. All that. By the way, I'm looking out for snakes. On that last vlog that I did, we actually encountered a gopher snake right at the end.
You'll be fine here. I haven't seen any snakes here. Yeah. But if you do see one, there'll be a rattlesnake.
What? Okay, good to know. Alright, so we're going to do a jump shot then.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'll give you a 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Oh, good jump.
Get some?
Yeah, you got some good height there. Well, I think we got that. How about, I quite like that as a backdrop actually.
Okay.
I know we're pointing at this camera the wrong way, but...
Oh, we can move this camera. Okay, so
maybe if you just go along this path, that'll create a good leading line.
Okay.
And you'll really stand out with that crazy hair.
Are you gonna... I'll just go over deep end and come out and make funny poses.
Yeah, about there's good.
I'll get into character. I'll emerge from the depth.
Oh, all right. Those are good. Should we keep moving?
Yeah, we can. Get a variety of things.
Right, so where are we?
We are in beautiful San Pedro, the port city of Los Angeles. Although we are in the middle of a Perry Mason set. They have, I'm not even sure what time period we're supposed to be in, but it feels like we're in the 30s or something. But yeah, it's like we stumbled upon this amazing backdrop with like these old vintage cars and everything. There's even some fresh lettuce. But we're next to the San Pedro News Pilot. We're like in the heart of San Pedro, surrounded by all this amazing movie set. Like we got Hollywood production values for free.
So we will be taking a few pictures down here. The light's really good for portraits, so we'll post a few of these pictures right after this.
Man, can't pay for this stuff.
Yeah, so what are you liking the look of here for a backdrop?
I don't know, man. That Al Jolson, we passed that like some vaudeville posters on the way here.
Yeah.
All of it. It's like we're clearly in like some sort of makeshift transient neighborhood of bombed out cars.
So I think I'll get some pics of you through this gap here. And I'll also shoot a few with you in front of this. I don't know what sort of truck that is.
So is that a Model T behind you?
Let's have a look. I think it is a Model T, yeah.
Model T.
We'll get a few pics in front of that as well. And then there's some paintings here.
Man, there's a bear.
Where?
Look at this bear.
Oh yeah.
It's only got one eye. I'm not gonna touch it because I don't want to disturb the set.
Okay,
That's
so
a nice bear. I would cuddle with it if I was.
let's do a little bit of shooting then.
All right.
We're now at the port of Los Angeles. No, we're not. We're at the what's it called again? Port of San Pedro?
Portugal.
Porta Call in San Pedro in the Los Angeles area, and I quite like this big fish sculpture that Brian knew of. It's basically made out of this mesh netting stuff, and then inside it's got all sorts of fishing type paraphernalia. I don't know if this composition is really going to work, but we're going to try it out, and then I'll post the picture and you can decide if it works or not. Okay, Brian. So the idea here is Brian's going to pull an expression, and we're going to focus on like a really big eye look, and of course the fish has got a big eye going on, so we're kind of playing off that. Move over a bit more. Okay, big eye. Oh no, the thing is the focus, the depth of field is way too shallow right now, so you can't actually see the fish. It's all blurred out, so I'm going to reset that. I was shooting at about 1.8. I'm now going to go and shoot at 4.5. And that is still too shallow, so I'm going to try 6.3. The idea of what we're doing here is I want to get a few shots of Brian in front of these, what are they called? Crab cages?
Crab pots.
Crab pots. Yeah. And the reason being is because Brian has a history with crab pots. He used to go crabbing as a kid, so sort of playing off his history there. Let's keep going.
Oh, Rich. See what he's doing to me, audience?
Not that old.
You see what he's doing to my back? Oh.
Do a crouching down, crouching tiger, hidden dragon. Excellent. Very weird.
My legs are
That's
giving
kind of what
out.
we're going for. Okay. Gonna sit on this pillar here. Oh, it's falling.
Oh wait, how about if I do one of these guys?
Oh, hero pose, yeah.
Drop anything.
Let's try that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can't believe you didn't bring your pirate hat.
Don't have one. The evil artist. Yes,
What evil artwork are you concocting today?
yes, my precious.
That's funny. Like it. Okay, so I found this big red chair and a cream background, and
Called an Adirondack chair.
yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that.
By my friend Wayne.
Oh, cool. So I'm going to shoot Brian here, and I'm going to use this wide angle. It's an ultra wide angle 10 to 22 Canon EFS lens, and this will give us some really interesting type looks that we haven't had before that I think are going to be perfect for Brian. And his kind of weird vibe. So let's see how these come out. Right, we're gonna actually take some pictures of Brian making. Well, what are you doing with?
It's continuing to paint on this portrait of an epic, sad, beardy Jim Carrey.
Okay, cool. And how are you gonna do that? What?
I got these acrylic paint markers, and I'm working on little details in this piece. Working on spirals and creating all kinds of different patterns and designs and connected gazunks and all that good, all that good fun times.
From a photography standpoint, I've switched to the 5D Mark III with the 18mm lens, which I will shoot at a very wide aperture, 1.8. Those earlier shots, or shots that you will see in the future, because we're shooting this kind of out of order, we're using my Canon 60D with the 10 to 22mm lens on, and I was using that together with my off-camera Speedlight 430EX2, which was a slave unit to the on-camera flash here. Alright, let's see what we can do with this one. Give me a laugh. Alright, let's do the same, but I want to shoot it this time with me over there.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the natural light coming out of that big window over there to light you up a little bit better.
Let's angle this so we can see you.
Okay, good idea. Switch positions. There we go. I think this will work better. Yeah, it does definitely. Okay, those are great. I like them. Since the light is coming from there, let's get a few of you doing something while you're that end, that side.
Okay, want me to just like paint on the bar?
Yeah, why not?
I think
Do a few touch-ups.
some of these things.
Hard again. I wonder if we've got anything. I saw something reflective, like maybe that. Get a little reflection from it. Let's try. Yeah, that works. Oh, that's pretty cool. Right, so that's it. It's a wrap officially, and we got some great pictures, I think, at least looking on the back of the camera. But let's see what they actually look like after I've done a little bit of Photoshop editing on them. I want to thank Brian for being crazy and participating in today's vlog. Please check out his embracetheweird.com website. There's loads of really cool stuff on there, and if you liked what you saw today, please subscribe and hit that little bell button and comment below. It'd be great to get your feedback. Definitely want to do more of these vlogs. If there's something specific you'd like to see, any type of character that you'd like to see photographed, or any part of Los Angeles that you'd like to see photographed, then please comment in the box below.